calling the meeting into order. Please stand to join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Brandt.
Here.
Frick.
Here.
Schild.
Here.
Mueller.
Yes. Quorum is determined. I'll take a motion to approve the June 8, 2026 school board agenda as presented.
Motion to approve the June 8th, 2026 school board agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Brandt.
Yes.
Frick.
Yes.
Schild.
Yes.
Mueller.
Yes. All right. Approval of minutes. I will take a motion to approve the minutes from the May 11th, 2026 regular school board meeting.
Motion to approve the minutes from the May 11th, 2026 school board meeting.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Schild.
Yes.
Brandt.
Yes.
Frick.
Yes.
Mueller.
Yes. All right. Conflict of interest. Is there anything there that we need to address?
No.
No. All right. Consent agenda. Motion to approve the consent agenda before us today.
Motion to approve consent agenda items A through R.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Frick.
Yes.
Schild.
Yes.
Brandt.
Yes.
Mueller.
Yes. Public comment. Do we have any today?
Not today, no.
Okay. Looks like we've got student achievement. Got Mr. Dracek and Amy Smith.
Okay, I'm the one that gets to go first today. So happy summer to you all. Lovely to see you today. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of a PLC model, where Lincoln has been, where it's at right now, and where we're going with a few of our 3D, Think 3D action plans. Let's see here. Try that one. All right. One of the things that we started off with was our commitment to student success. We are strengthening communication systems, celebrating wins and building positive culture, promoting staff wellness, and then aligning all of these efforts with our student success. Those are kind of our goals that we've set out for ourselves this year and last year. Number one, with the strengthening communication systems, this isn't just the communication systems within our school, but we're also making connections outside of the school as well. We're building clear and consistent communication, talking about how that's the foundation for our student success. One of the things that I have really stressed with our staff this past year and that we've done as a team is we've made connections with sources outside of the school for our student success. And one of those entities has been the Lewis and Clark Behavioral Health that we've talked about, a couple of students back and forth that we have permissions on. And we received 2 letters at the end of the year noting their appreciation for our communication and talking about how much of a difference that's made for each family and impact on each kid. It's not just passing notes back and forth through emails, it's also bringing them to the table in more of a round table communication sense when we talk about data. And I think you saw a little bit of that presentation as well that I've done before, where we talked about the downtrends of those students' social emotional health and how we're benefiting from these conversations. So that's just an example of one of the letters that we've received from them. Communication strategies and highlights that we've done. As I just noted, we lead with the facts, data, and observational outcomes. We highlight the wins through newsletters, social media meetings, and then moving forward, our next steps is really increasing on that two-way feedback, really communicating with our families in those clear, consistent ways. We do that through what I call the penny press that I brought this year for our newsletter. That's what I've named it. How creative, right, with Mr. Lincoln on there. So that's what we have at the top of all of our newsletters for each month. And then my staff receives a penny press as well every single week to kind of talk about where we're at. here's just a little bit of, you know, how much I love data. Here's just a little bit of pieces that I use with our s'more. S'more is a newsletter that you can find online. And one of the things that I consistently look at for both my staff and my family is how many clicks I'm getting. How many organic clicks am I getting right away in the beginning? If I send out a newsletter at the beginning of the month, I jump to 100 clicks to 150 clicks within the first 2 days. So I know how much interaction I'm getting. This is a part of our communication goal. If you take a look over here on the left is maybe what I see when I open up that browser. So this is a staff newsletter here, how many times? Now if they repeatedly click on that too, it does count those as well. So that's how I differentiate how much interaction I'm getting. And then this would be like, for example, a parent newsletter. So you can see the difference. Over here, I kind of compared them from month to month just to show you, on average, we're getting about 200 in the lower 200s organic clicks right away from parents and families. A lot more in the beginning of the year, there's September. And then by the end of May, maybe they're just done hearing from me because I'm down to 186. One of the things that we also did for goal number 2, celebrating our wins and building a positive culture. Miss Beth did a great job of collecting a lot of pictures from the newspaper, things that we were really proud of with our school. Good things happen here, right in our office, so that people walk in and see that right away. We did a few popping up leaders parties, so if there's some kids that we saw in a particular class who were doing a really great job following our expectations, they got a popcorn party by the end of the week, and that was very exciting for them. Every month when we have our Student of the Month leaders, we created a new bulletin board with those students holding their certificate proudly and put it right there, right by the front door for everybody to see. We celebrated some staff wins as well, as they were recognized by people in our community. And then a few staff of the month, if we see them doing an amazing job, like Mr. Ober does every time he is in that building. Our janitor is magnificent. We like to celebrate them as well. And then celebrating that success with families as well. We have that multi-channel family communication coming through the s'mores, calling from calls home that are just good and things that we want to work on. We keep a lot of communication tracking and accountability logs on our end at school to make sure we're following up with everyone. And then positive interactions are an emphasis. We can't just be calling or making those communications when something is needed. We need to make sure we're doing it for good ways too. And then strengthening our family-school partnerships, really inviting families into our classrooms and parents to come volunteer, come be a part of one way or another. So opening up all those doors. With our promotion of staff wellness, we have Wellness Wednesdays, which really help motivate everyone. Supporting that mental health and well-being is essential to improving morale and retention. And then we also have those weekly newsletters and activities that are kind of put out there for everybody to celebrate with treat and celebration days as well. And then motivation numbers. After I brought out the Penny Press, they brought out the Penny Press Potty Edition, and I thought that was hilarious. So they put it out there just to interact with each other. They'll put little secret meetings, things that they got, upcoming events. Maybe it's in the school, maybe it's where they want to hang out. Really funny teacher tips, and they're meant to be comical, which is kind of fun to take a little bit of a laugh off the day. This one really got me that month. It was talking about student seating charts and how you feel when you've created the perfect seating chart, but then all of a sudden you might see something, go haywire along the way. So little tiny teacher comics as well. And then moving forward, we want to continue, obviously, these communication and wellness activities. We want to monitor that culture building and effort and recognition programs, collecting ongoing feedback from staff and our families, and then aligning all the actions with those school improvement goals, so making sure that we're staying on task. Any questions?
First, I just want to say I love the element of humor. I think that is huge. It can be just a very healing thing for people, in a sense, to sometimes commiserate together and get a good laugh out of it. The other part is I love the well-rounded and all the information we're receiving. I think it's phenomenal. There's great follow-through happening, getting to see the boards and everything. One question I do have is there feedback from your teachers on a couple of things here? So one is the outside partnerships with things like Lewis and Clark Behavioral Health. Are you noticing changes in the classroom from that, as well as communication with families? And then teacher feedback. on the Think 3D and where they're sitting with it. Would just be a couple questions.
To answer your first one about communication with outside entities, a lot of them have talked about and highlighted, and I can't agree more, the uniqueness that Yankton has with all of these community outlets that are already set up. And not everyone has those. And so to bring everybody to that round table, as I talk about kind of that King Arthur's round table, to know that we are all teammates in this, the idea and the commentary that I've gotten from my teachers is they really enjoy the collaboration from that.
Excellent.
It's really nice to be seen as just an important member. And then not only that, but bringing families to the table. They're the experts on their children, right? They've known their children growing up. They know all the backstories. So that's been a really nice element of bringing those families in. The second part of your question of just the commentary and the feedback from teachers, I've gotten a lot of communication commentary because that's really where I was interested. How much is too much, right? Because I don't want to overdo it with them, but I want to keep sure that we're on the same page. And I've gotten a lot of feedback through email. Gosh, I really liked this part of your newsletter. Thanks for keeping us informed with that. And then also, if I forget something, guess what? They're the first ones to let me know, hey, you forgot this date on there. And I'll say, oh my goodness, thanks so much. And SMORE has a great element. I can just pop it in there as we go along where I don't have to resend out the link. It just updates.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it, and I love getting to hear updates on that. Did anyone else have comment or questions? Thank you.
All right, good evening. Thank you for having me tonight. A few just noteworthy things here as we wrapped up the school year and wrapped up a few things at YHS. We just recently last week finished up our credit recovery summer school program where we had some students come in, had the opportunity to maybe get their grade up to a passing grade to earn a credit for that. We had a great participation rate. The students that participated, they earned at least a half a credit back towards their transcript and was able to get those things on and keep them on track for working towards their diploma. A big shout out to Mr. Pasco and Mrs. Moore, both who helped run our summer school program, as well as Mrs. Adam as well, who always helps out with some of those credit recovery type areas. And then to our counselors for making sure, having that communication in with the parents and the students and working to make sure that they understand the process of earning the credits back and giving them the opportunity to come in and work. So really proud of that and very happy for our students and their success that they had with that, because they may not have had that throughout the year, and they were able to have those things here as we finished up our summer school program. Going on there too, if you recall, we had a little bit of custodial shift within the high school from our activities custodian, and we shifted that over to with the retirement to Rick Wheeler and Neil Costers. We have a tremendous amount of activities that go on at YHS, from outside events to all the activities that we go, just as there are in all of our other schools too. But, you know, as we transitioned with the help and guidance of Shireen, Rob, Dr. Kindle, Rick Wheeler and Neil Costers did a fantastic job making sure that our activities and the events that we had throughout the year, they went off without a hitch. There was a lot of learning, a lot of figuring out how to adjust speakers and mics and all those things. And they just did a really, really nice job. And it's great to have that year under your belt as they continue to move forward. Paul Sangster as well, I want to give a shout out to him, as well as the crew at the high school, our custodial crew. Just done an outstanding job. Very proud of them. It's always a very neat when we bring in guests from the outside and they continue to say, wow, you're the new high school. Well, our high school is 30 years old, and the things that they do and the efforts that they put in, it continues to make it look like a new high school each and every day. So a big shout out to our custodial staff, and I just appreciate their work. Any questions?
No questions, thank you. I think we're gonna have you stay up there as my guest for this next one.
I'll stay right here. You bet.
Perfect. We've got the 2026-2027 Yankton High School Handbook.
Thank you. Tonight, I bring to you just a couple of little changes that we're bringing to our handbook. We haven't made a lot of changes in the past. We went through it here at the end of the year, and we really wanted just to clean up a little bit of language in here. And all of these areas is really just cleaning up language that we have within our school rules and some of our things that we have that are in place. Each one of those on page 18, it's with our electronic devices. It just updates the language so that we're utilizing our devices, our electronic devices correctly. It's just if there is a time that we do have to give a consequence, we're going to give that. And it really combined, it's said it 2 or 3 different times where we said it once in that area. The next one there too is just the study hall, common study hall. It's really language cleanup. It's just our common study hall privileges can be taken away for if you have inappropriate behaviors in school, you're tardy or late for class, can't get to class on time, or you're struggling in class and you need more of a intensive study hall or a study hall that there's less distractions from, and you need to really focus on some grades area there. So we really just, I think our rationale there, we want to be proactive rather than reactive and wait until, we don't want to wait until we are too late with those things. So, and that's the same thing there too with the open campus, the language cleanup rationale. We're just really looking, we took out some language about smarter balance testing. That's no longer in place with those things, and just cleaned up that language there. So with all of those things, I would ask and make my recommendation to approve our 2026-2027 student handbook.
Yep, it was all clear and concise, all the changes, it all made sense. So motion to approve the new handbook policy for the high school.
Second.
Excellent. Roll call, please.
Brandt,
Yes.
Frick,
Yes.
Shield,
Yes.
Mueller.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Up next, we have some policies that we will be going through. Let's see. Is Jerome here? You're doing it? Okay.
Sorry.
Dr. Kindle's Jerome.
Yep.
Oh, good.
So this is the second read of the Title I policy. Really very minor changes to the policy. Can you call that up, Shereen, or not? I know that you had this in your board pack and it's our second reading, but very minimal changes. Thought I'd just highlight those. I've got it here too. Go to 277. Yeah, keep going. Right there they are. You can see the changes. We take out Facebook and Twitter, and we just put in communication platforms and district app so that we're not listing all of the different platforms. And then in number 2, we got rid of Connect 5, so we're just going to call it district messaging system in case that changes again. And then in number 3, instead of the district data profile, we'll use our district strategic plan. And those were the changes. And again, this is the second read.
Motion to approve the Title I policy revisions as presented.
Second.
Excellent. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Shield,
Yes.
Frick,
Yes.
Mueller.
Yes. It looks like we have policies. This is item B, rental and use facility policy amendment.
Yeah, on this, it's the rates. We go within with the city and we increase the rates annually. And that's all the language as far as policy. That's the same as it has been. It's just the rates.
Perfect. I will entertain a motion to approve the amended policy.
Motion to approve the amended policy Part 8.
Second.
Excellent. Roll call, please.
Shield,
Yes.
Brandt,
Yes.
Frick,
Yes.
Mueller.
Yes. All right. Then we have classified employee handbook.
That too is a yearly thing that we update. The only change in there is the 25-cent increase recommended for hourly base rate. Other than that, all the verbiage is the same as it has been in the past.
Motion to approve the classified employee handbook.
I'll make a motion to approve the classified employee handbook as presented.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Brandt,
Yes.
Frick,
Yes.
Shield,
Yes.
Mueller.
Yes. And then we have our summer projects report.
So that would be me, 'cause Rob is,
I keep looking for
yeah, no,
faces.
sorry. Rob is out sick today, so he gave me some information to kind of present on all the projects. There's a lot going on. We'll start with the high school. Carpet was delivered here just recently, so they'll be carpeting the second floor science wing and the wrestling room entrance. So that'll be happening here shortly. New bleachers the demo has been complete. They are currently sanding and repainting and refinishing the floor, because we did that project all in one because it's such a big project to get rid of the bleachers and install new ones. Some new stuff that hasn't started yet is replacing the loading dock. We finally have a local contractor that's going to update that. We're redoing the whole thing. That hasn't started, but it will be finished hopefully this summer. We'll move on to the middle school. New lockers, finishing up what we've started numerous years ago. We're finally going to get rid of all those peach color, I think it's peach colored, mauve colored lockers. They'll be gray, so that'll be happening later on this week. Stewart, new carpet in the 2 classrooms and 1 office, and they also are working on the roof in above the 4th grade hallway. So you'll see them starting the roof replacement there too, along with high school. They're finishing up the high school also. Beetle, concrete pad for buddy benches. So that'll be a neat kind of thing to see instead of it's replacing the gravel. So that'll be nice in front. And we're going to get new vinyl flooring into the restrooms. So that'll be kind of nice, updated and nice to have. Lincoln, we're repainting the interior of classrooms and halls. So that'll be nice and fresh. And then there'll be, later on this summer, there'll be new carpet in 2 classrooms and 2 offices. And we also, SMT building, future for this summer is going to be, we're doing some painting and some flooring, some upgrades in that. So there'll be some new things going on in the SMT building also. So lots of things going on, which is what happens during the summer. So.
Thank you. I love getting to hear about all the summer updates. Anyone have questions or concerns?
I just know it's overhaul for all the folks that are doing it. So thank you, because I know the custodial staff and even teachers, getting everything out in the hallway to get new flooring in and stuff. So I know Rob's sick, but thank you to him and everybody that's working on all those things. So thanks, Shireen.
Yep.
I have one comment. So I've been out and around at buildings today looking at the projects, and I was most curious because I knew that the lockers were coming out of the middle school. So they're torn out in some of the areas, and behind the lockers are probably 30 years of notes.
Oh my God.
So I started picking through it. As a former middle school principal, it was just heaven reading some of those notes. And there are some pictures I found, and I think I might grab some of those and call some of the former students and say, hey, I have a picture for you. But it was kind of fun, actually. Well, we did hard enough and long enough, we might find one.
So I'm sure there's some good history that was found there. All right. And then I just motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call? Do I do that?
Nope.
Just
All
those in favor say aye.
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 Same sign, no. All right.